Hey everybody, how are we? It is! Oh, is it hump day yet? Yeah, it is. It's Wednesday. Happy hump day, everybody. That's a UK saying over here. It basically means it's the middle of the week and we're not quite there to the weekend and we really just want to get to the weekend, enjoy our lives and just party, 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 okay? So it's that middle of the week feeling. Okay, so tonight, the one and the only StamPoints joins us with his son Alex over here live at the One Live Studios in the UK. How are you both?
Good, good. Always love a hump day.
Always love a hump day. Hi, Alex. So we are live from the UK this evening, which means hopefully all the strength in the world for the signals are going out to you on Facebook, YouTube, and X, and you are going to enjoy our program this evening. So as we do normally, we will bring you the updates from One Life. I've just been saying to Graham and Alex is that it's amazing what you can get through in one day. So what have we got done in one day for you lucky listeners out there? So we welcome Debbie Holmes all the way from Plymouth, who joins us with One Life of Sensational Sounds artist. She is a cover artist. And I'll tell you what, I've heard her music, absolutely fantastic musician. And she's done a lot of holiday camps. And also a little bit of fact about Debbie, she was once a redcoat. So anyone who wants to know what a redcoat is, if you're not from the UK, a redcoat is someone basically who comes from Butlins. Alex is waving his hands there. Go on, Alex, give your experience of redcoats. Have you ever been to Butlins? No, he's shaking his head like in fear. Look, he doesn't want to join in. Look at that. Yeah. I think your microphone's switched off, Alex. We can't hear you. He's got no sound at the moment. Bless him. There you go, Alex. I'll tell you what, Alex, do you want to sign yourself out and come back in again, see if we can get you some sound, okay? But while I ask the same question to Graham, any experience around those lovely redcoats?
I once had an invite to play a season at Butlins. I'm not sure it was Piffelli or where it was, but I suppose that would have been interesting because it was following in Ringo Starr's footsteps. I think he was in Piffelli, wasn't he, when he had the call for fame and joined the Butlins, joining the Beatles. But in fact, I turned down the option because Alex was a relatively fresh arrival, and I didn't think that the Butlins goers would afford enough to keep Alex in milk at the time.
Do you know what? There's a lot of stars come from Butlins, and in relation to Debbie, I think she's going to be a great addition. So welcome, Debbie. We've also had the radio from South Devon Radio. Thank you to our DJ Kelly Parcel. In relation to that show itself, there was a live performance by a new band in Torbay called Boombox Babies. Now, we're trying to get them on our books, and those who want to look them up, please do so, because they are a great band from Torbay. And we're hopefully wanting to add them to our books. Okay, so thank you very much, Kelly, for all you've done for all the artists this afternoon over at South Devon Radio. One of our tutors has been nominated for an Infinity Music and Film Award over in the US. So congratulations to Debbie Kelly. That is our tutor, Debbie Kelly, who has been nominated for this amazing award. It's lovely to see awards coming in for all of our artists because it shows how much hard work you're putting into your music career. We've also got some news for you. The Academy is now open. We do have one person, Dr. Kimberly Thomas, who is teaching in the Academy now. So if you'd like to go to our website and also her Facebook page, you will see that she's offering 2 or 3 educational courses around music. So please go to our website and go and find Dr. Kimberly on our Academy page. We also have got on board Buffalo Recording Studios over in Yorkshire, who have joined our Academy page as well, because they would like to support all the independent artists around the globe, because he can actively work in a studio via the internet. And also he's got a studio in Yorkshire as well. So he has joined the Academy part of our website. so we can find out about all of these services that he can offer to all you independent artists. And there's more on the way. So there you go. The Academy doors are back wide open, and that's where they're going to stay, okay? Because we're going to bring you more great singers, more great vocalists, and we're also going to bring you more great educational people to be able to support all you artists. Let's see if Alex is back. Let's see if he's got some voice now. Hi, Alex.
Yes, I do. I have a voice.
Yay! You have a voice. Fantastic. Brilliant. So, Alex, we were just talking about red coats, okay? So, have you been to Butlins or Pontins?
I have not. That's why I was nodding my head like, no.
No, Graham. Alex's childhood. What have you done as a father? Seriously. You should have been there.
He spent most of it in Italy and France. So he was...
Oh, I see. Okay. He had the...
I had
the posh childhood.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. You know, us unfortunate ones who got dragged around Butlins and Pontins. It's basically an entertainment place for families to go to. And as regards to Butlins, it's one of the UK's best known for some people who have started their acting career and also started their singing career as well. It's very well known. If you've been to Butlins, you're possibly going to make it in the music and movie industry in the UK. So, yeah, it's just something that we were talking about Debbie, who's joined us. So, Alex, you missed a little bit of the show at the beginning, but we're going to carry on. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to welcome in the Hope Foundation. Okay, so hi over to Uganda if you are watching, Mambula. And if you're watching, Freddie, please let us know, mate. Please give us a comment. I know you watch our shows, but I know that you've been poorly lately, but you do also try as much as you can to watch our shows, okay? But hi to the orphanage kids, okay? I hope you're all okay. Hope you're doing well from the UK. We also are being joined by the AMR Narrative at the end of the month. They're going to come and speak to us all, okay? But both two great charities who we are supporting for the month of August. So that's it for catch up. We are going to introduce you to our amazing stars of the stage, Graham StamPoints, and also his son Alex. And we're going to get from both of them a bit of background because it's their first time on the One Life show. Okay, so I'm going to start off with, I'm going to do it backwards. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Pleasure to be on.
You're very, very welcome. So, Alex, come on, give me an insight into how your dad dragged you out as a youngster and said, do you know what? You're not going to do any work apart from me. Tell me about how this all come about.
Well, it was my idea, really.
It was your idea, was it?
Yeah, it was my idea. I saw his music.
Like
I was like, this needs to get seen. This needs videos. It needs a logo. It needs so much stuff. Because we had music that was just not getting seen at all, even though the music's great. So
fantastic.
It needed something.
Dad needed a boot up the bum, basically, to get him seen, yeah?
Yeah.
So how long has this relationship between you two been going on? Did you start, was it child labour? Did he start when you were 10 years old?
No, not at all. Not at all. How long ago was it? Let's see. Maybe about 3... Was it 3 years ago? I believe so. Yeah, 3 years ago. I'd done some work for him for about a year, and I started adding his music onto TikTok, onto YouTube, making videos for him. A lot of figuring out for me of how am I going to make these videos and all the different steps. Tried one way, just drawing them myself. Took bastard of a long time. And then I was like, oh, wait, I can use other methods of making these videos of not just drawing it all. So I started doing that and just try and get him as much out there as possible. Try and get him seen. And now he has a logo, StamPoints, the brand, everything.
Brilliant. Fantastic. I tell you what, every good family needs an Alex, don't they, Graham?
I know. What a gift.
What a gift, hey? So, Alex, tell me a bit about your music background. Did you have a music background before?
Not at all. Honestly, not at all. I barely even listen to music. I know that sounds like a crime, but
It doesn't. It's not a crime at all.
I did buy a drum kit. I seem to remember.
You buy you a drum kit. So, Alex, did you play that drum kit?
No.
No. Is it still in the box?
Did we sell it? I can't remember. Was it still in the garage?
In the cellar. In the cellar.
You sold it. Okay.
No, it's in the cellar, not sold.
Oh, it's in the cellar. Okay.
It's in France.
So, Alex, I see that, you know, your dad's sitting there with a guitar. Don't you ever think, do you know what, actually, Dad, you need a bit of drum kit in the background? Have you ever thought of it, bringing it out of the cellar?
Well, originally it was my idea, thinking, oh, I can do some drums. That sounds fun to do. And I used it a few times, and just me in the cellar by myself doing a bit of drums, I was like, I don't know if I'm really enjoying this right now.
It's a hard instrument. You know, I find any instrument hard, to be honest. I've been a vocalist for over 25 years. And every time I pick up an instrument, I think I probably buy an instrument and then sell it within a couple of weeks because it just frustrates me. I've got dyslexia and I just can't do two things at once. I think my partner will probably say I'm just a typical male and I can't do two things at once. But when it comes to musical instruments, yeah, she's a good one in the family in relation to being able to play the piano, but I'll stick with my singing. It's hard. So, Alex, you know, in terms of, you know, not having a musical background, how hard has it been then to try and portray your dad's music over to his audience? Has it been difficult not having a musical background?
No, because I'm very creative and imaginative. So when I listen to his music, I essentially get an image in my mind, and that's just what I have to get out. I need to do my best to try and portray his music as much as I can and give the feeling of the music through the video.
That's fantastic. Well, I've seen your music videos, Alex, and I'm very impressed, and even more impressed now because you've told me you don't come from a musical background. Okay. And, you know, music isn't your main subject, you know, but you've done very well with the music videos, you know, really to the point that actually I know that there'll be some artists out there who struggle with music videos and want music videos done to their tracks. And to be honest, my friend, you know, I really think that there's people who will be interested. And we are going to stick you on the One Life website because I do believe that people will be very interested in your work. Now, are you in work? Are you full-time work at the moment?
I am, and I've got a 2-week holiday now, so that's allowed me to make some videos and update everything for StamPoints and get back on the roll finally. And
fantastic.
I'll be leaving this job soon, so I'll be able to fully go back to making music.
Brilliant. Well, I tell you what, you've got a great career in music and there'll be lots of people coming to you. All right. So good luck with it all. And thank you for all the support that you give to your dad, because it's absolutely lovely. The fact that, you know, you're giving him so much support and so invested in his career, because there's a lot of kids and there's a lot of young adults in the family that basically, as soon as you mention the words, I'm a musician, they leg it out the door and don't want nothing to do with you. And then when they come back, they say, please, will you put that instrument away or will you stop singing? You know, so it's very rare that we find someone like you, Alex. All right.
He's actually glossed over the fact that he's a French National Award winner for journalist illustrator. So he did. He was due to be.
Alex, hang on. Go on. Say that again.
He's French National Award winner for Young Journalist Illustrator, and he was due to be awarded by Mr. Macron. But Mr. Macron presumably had a look at what he was given the award for, which was Gilets Jaunes, and a roundabout title being poured on the top with Mr. Macron stuck on it. So that might have been the home goal.
How can you gloss over that? I'm sorry. Okay, we've been doing your dad stuff for the last 2 weeks. That's like kicked him out of the wall.
I've just got a big artistic background. That's all it is. I like art.
That is an amazing and something to celebrate. Okay, and at the end of the day, that new Facebook page of yours really needs to illustrate that as one of the things that you've achieved. And one of the things that, you know, is glowing, you know, absolutely glowing, because that will support, you know, an artist, you know, is a big help to the music industry, you know, having an artistic flair about what that video should look like, you know, with the music behind it, you know, and you've done that. We're going to show that a bit later on during the program. But yeah, never skirt over that. Well done, Graham, for bringing that in, because that's fantastic news. Well done, Alex.
Thank you.
So, Graham, let's introduce you to the stage and let's introduce you to our listeners. Let's start where it all come from. So it says in your bio that it spanned decades. I'm sure you're not that old. But through high school performances, basically, through Tongues of Fire. So tell me a bit about these stage performances when you're young. How young were you when you first started singing or playing an instrument?
I suppose you could trace it back virtually to junior school, but the Tongues of Fire, I actually discovered a video of that some years ago in the attic, and where I was the musical singing narrator for this particular show. And it's one of those you look back on and think, oh gosh, I better hide it away in the attic again. And never sees the light of day.
One of those things you think, oh, seriously, did I really do that? It was, was that me?
Yeah, a bit grisly, but no, it was a landmark.
So walk me through a bit about your music career, okay? You started when you were young. So how old young were you?
Well, literally during primary school, I was selected to go to the school representative for, I vaguely remember singing River Flow On and what have you in some regional Wigan-based performances. And then subsequently, I got involved with a music teacher at my secondary school and did a number of musical things, including Tongues of Fire. And then at university, I was part of the singer in a rock band called Freefall at the time. And at the same time, I was doing a musical, Offenbach's La Péricole, which I was chief of police in, which got somehow magically I adopted an accent on the nights of performance, which came from nowhere, which the local press, the Bath Bugle or whatever it was most impressed by. So I got a remark for that thing, even though it's a bit faltering. This accent, it earned myself some brownie
brilliant.
points.
So how about sort of like deciding that, do you know what, actually I want a future in music? Did you work before you come into music, or did you go straight into music?
I guess I always had a musical side, but also mixed in with engineering and computing and what have you. So I was one of the early ones with early computers and had all the interfaces for synthesizers and things like that.
Okay, so is IT your background then? Yeah,
it's more engineering in reality. So engineering, I've virtually had the option of going one way or the other. I had this agent that was had me on BBC Radio Manchester and lots of ones, the Northwest in particular, and was getting me places, gigs in London, which was a bit tricky to drive down to after a full day's work in the middle of winter when it was pouring down as black as a bag. And at the same time, I had the engineering which was keeping bread on the table. And so rather than go to Butlins, this was literally the case, I decided I'd better keep Alex in Farley's rusks and milk and do the sensible thing. But meantime, pay for my hobby with my engineering gains. And that's the way things have gone on to this day.
Brilliant.
Yes. So it's so as a result.
So how about go on? As a result.
As a result, I've got a huge catalogue of music and videos and things like that, which I wouldn't say exactly I've sat on, but have been growing almost exponentially. And Alex has been the release of this volcanic activity.
Do you know what? I know these two personally outside of the podcast show, as I am their PR manager. And one of the laughs that we had on our last meeting is where we were talking about these stacks of songs. They probably are literally as big as the tower behind you, Graham, in relation to all these ideas that you've got and all the songs that you've written. You know, you've written many songs and many songs have been released. You know, in relation to being a songwriter, was you ever a cover artist before being a songwriter?
Well, I mean, as I say, I did perform with various Freefall, the rock band, which was covering everything from Ozzy Osbourne to AC/DC.
Oh, wow, okay.
A whole lot of woman, a whole lot of Rosie rather, and Paranoid and this kind of thing with saxophone solos and things at
brilliant. So how was it following in Ozzy's steps? You know, bless him, you know, we've lost Ozzy Osbourne, but what an amazing man to following, you know. What was it like singing like Ozzy?
Yeah, well, we didn't have any bats on stage, but we did have a saxophonist that did his solo in the middle of it. So it was definitely an alternative approach, but it went down quite well.
So a bit of a heavy rock background then. So was you smashing up hotels and eating bat wings when you were young?
Yeah. Well, it was only really about a handful of performances, well, a lot of rehearsals, but only a few performances around Bath University, or down actually. Subsequently, though, I had my own little band of mates on the engineering course. Came together to do The Missing Link, which was more my own songwriting contributions there, which with their very healthy contributions. So that was quite good down at what's it called now? Some club down in Bath, I think, which even Tears for Fears, I think, had started the trading. So that was the modus operandi. And actually, most of those actually went to work around the Blackpool area afterwards, which was quite local to where I was working. So we continued off and on at weekends and doing little recordings and productions. Making appearances at weddings and things like that. So, that continued for a few years.
Weddings. So, was you a wedding singer then? Was you performing at people's weddings?
Yes. I did perform at family weddings and things.
We share something in common then. You know, I was a wedding singer once. You know, I know what that feels like in terms of being a wedding singer. You know, you feel like a human jukebox at times. You know.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So it's more bespoke performances. So recordings with tunes and lyrics, particularly geared to the people in
Brilliant. Well, I'll tell you what, we are 23 minutes into the show, and I want to introduce my audience to your amazing music by bringing along your amazing video that you've literally just finished today. Can you tell, while I'm getting it sorted out for everyone, a little bit about Black is White and how the song come about, what it's about? And Alex, also, perhaps you could tell us a bit about how you put this amazing video together. So let's start off with Graham.
Okay, I suppose Black is White was a song which I wrote, as you do, inspired by broken hearts and blues and such like. And it stood the test of time, really. And I guess it's got a certain character to it. And it's... I guess it's not had up until today a video to go with it, and it's had a refresh production-wise, but it still has the original fairly basic instrumentation, but it still works nicely, and I think a lot of people still pick it out as being a tune to their walking.
So, Alex, tell us a bit about putting this video together. You know, what was it like putting this video together in terms of the song, and sort of how did you choose the video in relation to putting it together for your dad?
So I was going a lot of let's say, the title and the feeling I was getting from the lyrics and the song itself. And of course, you might want to see it, but I might end up spoiling things if I try and explain.
No, look, if you say too much, look, there you go. I was going to try and get you some teasers before the video, but we'll ask Alex some questions when we see the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Black is White, everyone.
You said, you said you're going away. You said you're leaving, you meant you're grieving, you lost your love today. Far away, they say black is white, white is black. Words will change but keep the track. Break the cycle of despair. New revolution, hope confess. Woman, this time it's clear I'll make you mine. Woman, I do. Now it's up to you. Let's take a chance on life's romance. Leave our worlds behind. Find our place by God's good grace, our heavenly design. You read, I read, you read the news today. You read the future, it didn't suit you. Your past seems here to stay. Break away, they'll say black is white, white is black. Words will change but keep the track. Break the cycle of despair. New revolution, hope confess. Woman, this time it's clear I'll make you mine. Woman, I do. Now it's up to you. Let's take a chance on life's romance. Leave our worlds behind. Find our place by God's good grace, our heavenly design.
Okay, let's bring everyone back to the stage and turn their microphones off. Fantastic. Alex, how do you think you've done with this video?
Not bad.
You happy?
I definitely could have probably done more to it if I was spending a lot more time on it, but for something I did in literally 3 days, it's not bad at all.
Was that 3 days? Not bad at all in 3 days. Graham, you happy with it?
Yes, very much so. Very much so. It was great straight off the bat. No fiddling required.
Definitely no. And how, Alex, for yourself, yes, being an artist, but someone who, hasn't had a musical background or sort of following music, how hard is it to put a music sort of, track to a video? Is it quite difficult to do in terms of timings?
I think for me, it just had to do with understanding the song itself and trying to understand what I wanted to portray, which in this case was essentially going from black and white, where everything was black and white at the start, and you could see the girl going away, as it's said literally in the lyrics, to everything becoming more colorful and
Brilliant.
like a wedding kind of themed in a way, but to just bring life into things with the girl being with the guy at the end.
Fantastic. Well, okay, so I've got a bit of a second surprise for you. I'm going to give you some mentorship with a friend of mine called Bo Hoss and Cindy Lou. Now, they are over in America, but they do sort of work over the internet as well. And they have been going for about 15 years making music videos for independent artists. Very creative. One of the most creative that I've actually met, to be honest. Multi-award winners between the two of them for their vocals and also for their video work. More importantly, their video work. I think everybody that I know will jump to them and basically ask them to do music videos because they're so talented. So I'm going to ask my friend Bo and Cindy to work a little bit with Alex and show some of their videos that they've done for music industry artists who have won awards through the likes of the ISSA and the Grammys, and basically give you some pointers and some help. So I'm going to set that up for you after tonight's show. But I've done all this, Graham, because at the end of the day, I think it's an absolutely amazing thing that your son is helping you so much and putting so much effort into your music. So I think we need to reward him a little bit for all his time that he spends with his dad. Okay, so I'll set that up for you, Alex, after the show, and we get that sorted for you. I know Bo and Cindy are very busy, but I'm sure they'll drop and say hi, and I'm sure they'll give you some pointers. All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Okay, so back to you, Graham. You're sort of saying about sort of your family members. Your father was trained in opera. Was an operatic voice ever to be considered? Did you ever think about doing opera yourself?
Well, as I say, I was doing some light opera, both at university and even prior to that. So, like La Pericole as chief of police, and I forget some of the ones prior to that as well. So I did wet my feet to some extent. Perhaps that comes across in some of the tracks. I'm not sure, but
Yes.
I suppose given that Queen still preeminent, it's no bad thing necessarily, but it gives maybe a different flavour and.
You've had a illustrious career. You've had a long career. Many music has been developed for yourself, and you've met many people. Has there been anyone in particular that you've worked with in the past, or any memories of music that you've had over your career which really stand out?
I would want to mention something actually. One of my dad's songs does have my granddad in it actually.
Ah, cool. Okay. So in relation to his singing then, give us a bit of background about your granddad singing.
Well, we do have a song which we released, which he sang on his, senior birthday, 80th birthday even. But yeah, he was still an amazing voice at that point, incredible. He sang Le Beau Gendarme, and I literally did 2 takes of it, and I pasted together the whole thing, and it was amazing vocals. I think probably the best version of Beau Gendarme you'll find on the internet, but maybe it's slightly obscure compared to some more well-known ones. But actually, when you hear it, I mean, my God.
Fantastic. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that you jumped in there, Alex, and reminded him there's some great people who he sung with, and even his family. That's what we like to see. Okay, so we are literally 33 minutes into the program, and this is the point of the program where we like to start talking about a little bit of charity, as they say here in the UK. And today we are supporting the Hope Foundation and also the AMR narrative. Okay, so we are going to talk a little bit about charity, and we're going to introduce you to the Hope Foundation. And the best way to do that is get the kids to do it themselves, okay? To explain about the Hope Foundation and the support that they need over there in Uganda. So I thought, what better way and get the kids to do it themselves? So this is one of their videos, okay? Unfortunately, it's a still, but it gives you a bit of a background behind the Hope Foundation, so those who are watching this month's shows can understand. Okay, so the video is roughly about 2.5 minutes long. I'm going to put it on for you, and then I'm going to talk charity with these two and find out if they've got any charitable bones in their body and if they've given enough to charity in their lifetime and who their favorite charity is. Okay, so I'm going to put this on for everybody. Enjoy. This is the Hope Music Foundation.
Some say hope is fragile, petals of rose, or like wings of butterflies, or love when it first grows. I say hope is something stronger, anchor in the storm. When winds of life can bitter, it's hope that keeps you warm. As long as rain brings rainbows and winds of war bring doves, angels fly with broken wings and broken hearts still love. Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me and carry you with love. Hope sings you a love song, a tender sweet refrain, a chorus of your heart dreams, and promise that remains. As long as there are sinners and mercy from above, then hope will always sing to you and carry you with love. Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me, won't you carry me home? Carry me and carry me love. Some say hope is fragile, I say hope is strong. Will lift you and sustain you. Want to listen for its song?
Wow. Do you know what? Those kids are absolutely amazing. They really are. What beautiful voices as well. What I love most about this foundation, I found them last year. And what I love most about this foundation, it's such a heartwarming story. The fact that a music teacher has opened up an orphanage with his wife and taken the children from the streets of Uganda to the orphanage to look after them, give them somewhere to live, somewhere to eat, and somewhere to be warm. But the fact that he uses his music skills to the point that the children are so happy in the orphanage in relation to being a part of all the things that he wants them to be a part of, you know, in terms of dancing, singing, playing instruments. You know, I'm just amazed by this man's ability to bring out music in all of these children in a third world country where, you know, they are literally starving, you know, they are literally wanting support and wanting help on a daily basis. But as soon as you see them in a production where music is concerned, you know, their faces just light up and they become the most amazing group of children. And then he is an amazing person to put all this together. Now, the good news for us is here at One Life of Sensational Sounds that this young man is signed with us, okay? And basically, we will be there in the UK to support Uganda in finding him projects as a musician and the children. So if anyone out there would like to work with Freddie and the children over in Uganda, you can do so over the internet because he's got the production to be able to offer that to you as artists and charities if you'd like to get a hold of him. He's always looking for new projects. He's just done one with the AMR narrative, which we are promoting this month, but he's also looking for other projects. Now, he's an absolutely amazing gentleman, and it's just a case of just contacting him. I contacted him just with a storyline of a song that I wanted to be done and also some ideas around a video. And 3 months later, he's produced this most amazing project, which is on the Sensational Sounds homepage on Facebook and also on my pages also. So, yeah, fantastic. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, angelic.
very great song.
Good. So let me get a bit of interest in relation to sort of charities that you two have sort of contributed to your lifetime. Have you got any one particular charity that you like?
I did contribute to Sustrans. Have you heard of Sustrans?
No, I'm not aware of that one.
Sustainable transport, I think, is the term. But they put in a lot of they invest in cycle paths, building of cycle paths along disused railway lines and long country paths. So they put in thousands of miles of cycle paths through the UK.
Oh,
So,
okay, brilliant. I like that. How about you, Alex? Has there been any particular charities that you've grown up with who you really like to support?
I've had a lot of charities when I was a kid in school, of course. Every different year, we'd have different events where you would run so many laps around the school and get so many times charity from whoever you asked around. But other than school,
Other than
not
that.
really.
Graham, was Alex one of these kids that always used to come home with a sponsor me form? You remember?
The neighbourhood all had to go out begging after he'd been round with sponsorship forms. Yes.
I remember those days being a father myself and sort of the kids coming home and saying, "Can you sponsor me?" And that feels like every 5 minutes as a parent, there's always something that they're being sponsored for, whether it's going to be Red Nose Day, Children in Need Day, all these things in the UK which come up, Fantastic. Okay, so in relation to your vocals, you put down in your sort of bio sort of the influences of David Bowie, those type of singers. When you were following other artists when you was growing up, Graham, who were the ones who really shone out for you and you thought, I want to follow in their footsteps?
Let's see now then. I guess the UK artists primarily, so the likes of David Bowie and John Lennon and then a bit of Brian Ferry perhaps, and then some 80s, 90s music, of course. So all those influences all came to a melange into the big pot, and it wasn't any conscious decision or conscious mode. It was just the influence. What I was hearing became the source for what I produced in practice.
Fantastic. So performances wise then, I've been having a look around at YouTube and I've been looking about where you've been, and we're trying to work out where we are going to be placing you in One Line for Sensational Sounds in terms of the types of places that you're going to go and play. HMV's been one of them recently. What was it like playing at HMV?
Well, it was quite entertaining, really. It was quite laid back. Just strolled up there with family and friends and set up the guitar and all that kit. And amazingly, it all worked without any panic stations.
Because I did all the planning for it.
Oh, I know.
That's because Alex did all the planning. I like it, Alex. You tell him. God, it worked because I did it.
I shouldn't be amazed. It was Alex's efforts.
I love it. Do you
Yeah,
know what?
I
tell you what.
Live. And
Go on, say again.
I saw I was trying to get him heard live and by people, and we saw that HMV in Manchester was having people on, and I was really pushing them to try and get him in there. And finally got him a spot and played on the weekend, and it was nice.
I love it. And HMV is one of those popular places that musicians still play at, and also a good place to stick your CD in, because at the end of the day, people are still buying those hard copies of CDs. Next time you go and do a gig, make sure you put your CD. I've had a couple of my cheeky artists who have basically stuck their CDs in between the CD rails in HMV when they've got an opportunity, so people find their albums. So that's quite imaginative. Anyway, in relation to other gigs, have we got anything else lined up this year?
Let's see now then. I've not been pushing anything myself as of late, because I've literally got 2 albums out in the last month, one of which is mostly new material and the other one's got a bit of new material on it, but several revamped tracks on there as well. So I've been busy in the studio.
Busy in the studio. I like it. I like it. Let's get you in the studio, but let's also get you out live and proud as well and find those gigs, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We will do that for you. We will make sure that those gigs are found and we will be placing. And I'll tell you what, I might get some pointers off Alex. Alex seems a bit of a mean person getting you out and about there. So by the sounds of it, if I'm not pushing you, Alex will be, okay? So in relation to music, I was going back to your music videos, but one of the things that struck me while I've been sitting here is that you do seem to have your guitar around. Does that mean we're going to get a bit of a live show?
Well, if you force me, maybe I could do something.
If I force you, look at that. If I force you, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go to your manager, Alex. What do you reckon? Should he do a bit of live, or should we go back to his YouTube?
Oh, we should definitely force him. We need to get him heard. Come
Definitely
on.
force him back. Oh, come on. Give us a bit of a rendition.
Plugged in, so it would definitely be an unplugged performance.
Go on. We like unplugged. Just imagine on Radio 1.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we can do a live rendition of Black is White then. See if it's how it compares to the video. In fact, maybe I should tune the thing beforehand. I've not even tuned it for a while.
I always prefer the live version of that song anyway.
Okay. You said you're going away. You said you're leaving, you meant you're grieving, you lost your love today. Far away, say black is white, white is black. Words will change, but keep the track. Break the cycle of despair, new revolution. Hope, comfort, woman, this time. Path is clear, I'll make you mine. Woman, I do. Now it's up to you. Just take a chance on life's romance. Leave our walls behind. Find a place by God's good grace, our heavenly design. You read? Are you read? You read the news today. You read the future, didn't suit you. Your past seems here to stay. Break away, say black is white, white is black. Words will change, but keep the track. Break the cycle of despair, new revolution. Hope, comfort, woman, this time. Path is clear, I'll make you mine. Woman, I do. Now it's up to you. Let's take a chance on life's romance. Leave our walls behind. Find a place by God's good grace, our heavenly design.
Fantastic, brilliant. Well done, Graham, and well done for being put on the spot. Alex, give him a round of applause.
Always will. This is what I mean. It's just so good at doing that one live.
It is. Okay, so everybody, it is that time of day. We're 50 minutes into the show. Before we go, we have got to make sure that our audience are contributing to our show and they are sharing around the Hope Foundation in the AMR narrative, and they are also donating to the Hope Foundation as well. Okay, so it is that time of the day where we do our quiz, and these two do not know what's coming. Okay, so what is coming is that magic wheel where it chooses the quiz category. We don't know what we're going to be doing between us, and then basically we make ourselves look stupid because we don't know what the answers to the questions are. Okay, but we also have got help us three tonight. We have got Vanessa, who is also with us again. Okay, and we'll probably help and join in and see if we can get the questions between us, depending on what we get. Okay, so I'm just going to get this amazing wheel up and we will find out what we've got tonight. Quiz questions, you two. Do you ever go to any quizzes between you?
Never.
No, occasionally at the Weatherspoons. We're doing a quiz night.
At the Weatherspoons? A quiz night at the Weatherspoons. You can't beat a bit of quiz night at the Weatherspoons. So do you get them all right, or?
Well, I did win. We did win some beer tokens the first time round. But then
Fantastic.
there was a team of about 10 people that came along. So they.
Well, there's only a team of 3. There's only a team of 4 of us on the team tonight, so it's a bit more than normal, to be honest. But I think we should all take it in turns, because I think 4 of us actually it might be easier to get the questions right. Okay, so we'll take it in turns. Okay, so let's spin the wheel and let's see what we get tonight. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. No, a bad end to the week. Food and drink. Food and drink, Vanessa. Seriously. Okay, Vanessa's up for it. She's like, yeah, I can do food and drink. How about you two? Are you any good at food and drink questions?
I'm not sure. We've had some exposure to Italian, Russian, and other German, but so perhaps it's international.
Okay, so we're going to do a food and drink quiz, and we're going to find out if we're any good between us, okay? So we're only going to do 10 questions. It's a very quick quiz, 10 questions, and we'll see how much we can get, okay?
Good.
All for a little bit of fun and a little bit of charity, as I say. Okay. Are you a foodie? Food and drink trivia. Food and drink, 30 questions on tasty things. Ooh, okay. Right, okay. Food and drink about tasty things, because I'm feeling quite hungry because Vanessa has basically put the dinner on and I can smell it, so it's making me feel hungry. Okay, so tasty things. There you go, everybody. We'll put you in the mood to get your food sorted, okay? I'm going to just literally take off our quiz wheel and I'm going to replace it with our quiz wheel. And please, while I put that on the screen, don't feel too hungry. Have you eaten yet?
I have. I made food. I cook, so...
Oh, Alex cooks. Okay, so what's your best cook? Okay, so if we're all coming around to your house for a meal, what would you cook us?
I'd make a big plate of chicken.
Oh, nice.
What
nice chicken legs.
Chicken legs, okay.
Of course.
Are they still on the chicken, or do they get like chopped off the chicken and cooked?
Chopped off the chicken and nicely fried up.
Brilliant. How about you, Graham? What's your favourite meal?
Oh, there's so much to choose from. I did have a rather nice Vietnamese today. Vietnamese po.
Oh, nice.
A porky number with a bit of spice and noodles.
Fantastic. And before a gig, what's your top tip for a musician before you go into the studio or before you go to a gig? What should you eat and what shouldn't you eat?
Honey.
Honey is for sure one of the big ingredients. But I always found that blackcurrant and soda when I was playing in pubs, that seemed to lubricate the larynx and produce the best performance. I'm not sure it was glycerine or what it was in there, but it did the job.
There you go, everybody. A top tip from StamPoints and a top tip from Graham. Right, okay, food and drink quiz. Here we go, everybody. 10 questions. Let's see what they give us tonight. Can everybody see the lovely burger, which really looks plastic? It doesn't look like a real burger at all, to be honest. Can you all see that?
Yep.
Yep. Thank you. Okay, the first question I am going to chuck out to Graham. Which sauce is an essential ingredient of Eggs Benedict?
Cool. It's not French, Italian, or Russian, so I'm struggling.
You're struggling? Oh, okay. So Graham's struggling with the sauce essential to ingredients. Vanessa's got a hand up. Vanessa, are you going to help the team? Hollandaise sauce. Alex, do you agree with hollandaise sauce?
I'll agree with anything at this point because I have not a clue.
Okay, well, he hasn't got a clue. Is Vanessa right? It is hollandaise sauce. Well done, Vanessa.
At least dry.
Okay, Alex, your question. What does the term brut mean when referring to wine?
I'm guessing maybe the little bits are in the wine. I don't know. I'm guessing here. Ask the man who knows.
Okay, so right, is anyone else? Okay, Graham, can you help at all?
You know that one that's dry.
It's dry. And Vanessa says, Vanessa says yes. So apparently I pronounced it wrong as well. How do you pronounce it? Brute. Is it a South African thing?
French.
It's French. Oh, I can't see you behind the screen. I'll tell you, I'm stuck behind the screen. So Graham and Alex can be doing anything, and I'm getting faces for Vanessa. So let's see if you are right. This is right. Well done, Graham. Okay, that's Vanessa. Have you had one yet? Vanessa hasn't had one yet. Okay, this is Vanessa's then. Which cocktail consists of Tia Maria, vodka, and Coke?
I know this, but I can't think of it. Tia Maria, vodka, and Coke. The Black Russian?
Black Russian.
But that might not be a cocktail. It might be a shooter.
Well, okay, we're going to take Black Russian as your answer. Graham, any ideas?
Well, it's as good as any. I couldn't say anything different than that.
Okay, Alex, any clues?
I'm not an alcohol person.
Not an alcohol person. Well, it's not helping anybody, to be honest. Right, let's see what it is. It is Black Russian. Well done. Right, okay, this is my question, everybody. I'll try and help you out, okay? Which traditional Greek dish has aubergine as the main ingredient? Greek. I only know Italian dishes. Greek dish. I don't know any Greek dishes. Dimitri, don't kill me, okay? Dimitri, if you're listening to today's show, do not stamp on my head next time we talk, okay? Just because you will know this straight away and you're shouting at me down the phone. I can hear it right now, okay? So, Dimitri, please put it in the comments because I haven't got a clue. I am going to throw this over to our guests here on the show. Graham, Alex, have you got any clue about Greek food?
Alex has been to Greece most recently, so he should be.
I didn't eat anything with aubergines in it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Food and drink always catches people out. Vanessa, any clues?
I wouldn't have got this. I've Googled it already. I know the answer.
No. You can't cheat, okay? You cannot use Google, okay? And you two, I am keeping an eye on you two, okay? Just because I'm behind the screen, I can see whether or not you've got your phones out, all right? Okay, how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing as badly as what we are, because at the moment we've only got one more. Lusaka. Actually, quite like Lusaka. I really like Lusaka. I love Lusaka.
Okay. I would never thought that aubergines were in it, but anyhow, it's nice.
Graham, I'm glad this one's coming back to you. What would you be eating if you bit into a Malaya's pamula? This is hard.
It's not a grapefruit, is it, or something?
It's not. No, it's just like all the hardest questions. I think we're trying to get as much money as we can for the Hope Foundation, the AMR narrative, basically, by making it the hardest quiz we've had all week. I'm completely confused. Okay, anyone got an answer for me? I'm just gonna move on.
The only thing that came to mind was grapefruit, but I might be completely wrong.
It's a crab apple.
Crab.
It's a crab apple. I didn't know there's such thing as a crab apple. It's a crab just come out of the apple and go, hello, I'm a crab. You know, it's a crab apple, seriously.
Don't generally make good eating.
Getting the BXD and PXP with the
all the adverts,
L4
everybody.
caps
No,
to
I
align
don't
with
care.
JPKs from
YouTube.
TDC.
You have the advert. There you go, next one. Okay, Alex, as you're the only one who's been to Greece recently, and I know you probably didn't eat any Greek food. What did you eat while you was there? Like McDonald's or something?
No, we had a lot of wraps. We had some tomato-y dishes. Just I don't know the names to anything. I was just like, that food looks good. I'll have that.
Excellent. I'll just eat everything, you know, whatever it looks like. Okay, which popular confectionery deserves its name from the ancient Greek words for sweet root? Any clues, team? I'm going beetroot.
Tiramisu or baklava.
You're going tiramisu or baklava? Okay, Graham, any choices?
It's not licorice, is it?
Licorice. Okay, let's see what it is. Beetroot, licorice, and tiramisu. Good choice. It's licorice. Graham got it. Well done, Graham. Okay, so back to you, Vanessa. The name of which curry dish literally means deep fry?
Dry fry.
No, which means dry fry. So not deep fry. Sorry, dry fry. Tikka. Are you going tikka? We're taking a guess. Tikka. How about out to my amazing guess? What do you reckon? Is tikka the right answer?
I think
Yes,
so.
I'd say it is chicken tikka. Yeah, as opposed to masala, which is the on top of it.
Nope, it's jalfrezi.
Is it?
My question. Dr. John Pemberton is credited with the creation of which drink?
Dr. Pepper's?
Dr. Pepper's. I like that. I like it thinking. I'm gonna go lager because I'm sure there's Pemberton breweries or Pemberton pubs when I was growing up, and I've just got this thing around beer. I don't know whether that is him, but I'm gonna go beer. So we've got Dr. Pepper and beer. Vanessa. Dr. Pemberton. No, Pemberton. Yes, Pemberton.
I'm going to go with Coke.
You're going to go with Coke?
I go with Coke because Coke was invented to heal stomach aches.
Coke was invented to heal stomach aches, apparently. Did you know that, you two?
Yes, I
it
did.
originally was cocaine derived and was so perhaps it was there as a aphrodisiac and God knows what other supposed medical claims.
Yes, come on, there's no way you do that. No way. Okay, back to our guest, back to Graham. What is the herb arugula more commonly known as in the United Kingdom?
Oh gosh. Dill.
Dill. Okay, Alex, you agree with dill?
I'm going for dill.
You're going to go for dill.
He's the smart man.
We've got dill on the answer board at the moment. Oregano? Okay, I'm going to go mint. I don't know why, I just threw it out there. It's the only herb I know in the United Kingdom, and I like mint sauce. Anyway, let's see what it is. It is rocket. It was rocket, yeah. Apparently.
Is it a herb?
That's what I was thinking. Is that herb?
Okay, Alex, over to you. Who doesn't drink and is teetotal, but you've got to answer this question, and you may need some help. What spirit is used in the Brazilian cocktail Caipirinha?
Gin.
Gin. Oh, okay. Graham, what do you reckon?
Let's see now then. Could it be rum?
Rum. We've got a rum. We've got a gin. I'm going to say vodka. I don't know why. I'm just like throwing it out there. Vanessa's like, I should know this. Is it because you've been to Brazil or? Have you been to Brazil?
I didn't even know what time it is. I need to think.
Well, it's not going to actually show us the answer yet, is it? You know,
I mean, I don't know. What does it mean?
we're waiting all night with you. You know, come on, give us an answer.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, I'll go with vodka.
You're going to go with vodka as well. Let's see what the answer is. Sugarcane made to do it. Ah, you better know that. Come on, seriously.
No one would have guessed that.
If I go to Brazil and ordered a drink, okay? Because if I go to Brazil and order a drink, there's no way I could get my tongue around that. I'll tell you. I won't be ordering anything. I'll just be like, give me a beer.
I have worked in Brazil for 6 weeks, and I'd say that everything is infused with alcohol. It's the fuel itself for the cars.
So, okay.
So you're actually walking down the streets, and I'm not sure it's alcohol poisoning you're suffering from after a few strides, but
I don't know how you even pronounce that, to be honest. If you went to the bar, I'd be completely lost. Anyway, enough about drinks. It is nearly the weekend. It is hump day. 2 more days, and then we can all relax, okay? So, Graham, before I go, is there anyone that you want to say a special thank you in relation to supporting you with your music journey?
well, I suppose I should thank my family. So my uncle, my dad, my mum, and Alexander, and even Anna, for that. It's contributors to the...
Brilliant. Any final words from Alex?
Great podcast.
Great podcast. I love it. Thank you. Brilliant. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure seeing you both on the show. I get the luxury of supporting you both as your PR manager, but it's been great having you on the show. We will be getting you back onto the show within the next 6 months, okay? But I know that I am going to be passing you around to all of my podcast friends here in the UK and also across the sea over there in America as well. So they're in for a busy 6 months, and they're going to be bringing out some great things for everybody. Anyway, before we go tonight, just to let everyone know that we are back live on air on Monday at 7 p.m. and we have the singer-songwriter from Plymouth, Debbie Holmes, joining us on the show, okay? So between now and then, please keep on supporting these great charities, pass their information around, pass their latest music video that they've just produced between them, and also make sure their information goes as far and wide as we possibly can. And remember, if you'd like to get hold of Freddie and do some work with him, please let me know, okay? And I will pass on your details to him, okay? Have a pleasant evening, a pleasant week, and a great weekend, and we'll see you live on Monday. Take good care, everyone.
Cheers, Andy.
Bye-bye.